A few weeks ago, he's agreed to a new deal to stay here, but hasn't actually signed on the dotted line yet. But a new 3-year deal, which is great news. Hunt puts it up long, and West Hawkins stayed down and caught him in. Fifth game of the year for Trent West, back into the team this week. It's his chance to prove that he's in their best 22, and that's a good way of proving it. What to do? Give it to Steve Johnson. Richards gets them out of a bind. Rowan just on, uses his body and feeds back onto it. Local boy from Compton takes off and runs. He can go all the way. He knows where they are here. He played all his junior footy here for the Falcons. Kicks toward goal, and that is splendid. This kid is good.
Could have actually tackled him then.
Jack to Goods. Kennedy. He started against Geelong in round 4, 29 possessions, and that's 50. He's going to have a shot from the top of the square. In fact, this 50 may take him inside the ball for the first 5.5 minutes, but 10 minutes in, Swans are in front. West. Trouble here. 3 men on the outer side. Scarlett's got Luczynski, and he loves to get and go. Has a bounce. Sizes up the big stick from 40. Cats are back in front. Doesn't want to come inboard. But the numbers wide. Meredith also back into the lineup this week, and he can put the Swans in front at quarter time. Well, it's a huge opportunity for the lead. And he hits that sweet. Straight through the middle. Mumford the flick down to Goods. Hasn't really had an impact yet. That's a good spot. White lurking, almost. Tried to mark it on his chest and kicks the goal regardless. Kelly caught by Goods. He seemed to drop that. Smith caught a little high. Got the kick away. Goods gets it to Jude Bolton, to Jack. Sidesteps a couple, tries a clever kick inside 50. McLean off some hands, hands it up. White to Reed, has the snap. They lead by 13.
That's got to be a free kick, that one.
Bumped off it. Umpire says it was a free against Grundy. So the Tomahawk descended long. Steve Johnson on the march. Stokes also inside 50. Stokes takes the mark in front of Johnson.
And cover off for him, but Stokes was way too quick.
Should start this a little right as well. Let's kick 2 behinds. He doesn't. He just spears it straight through the middle. Put straight to Matner. Batting it. Caught. Gone. Barco crept up on him. Play on advantage. Kelly over the top. Stokes lines them up. Centering kick. Bumped on the kick. No free. Downfield.
Downfield.
So it was the bump. Kicked 19 goals, 5 this year. Never wastes it. It's a 2-point game. Another playing for his footy life. Heads to the top of the square. Rowan! Front spot. It wasn't intended for him. Spectacular grab. Kicked a splendid goal in the opening term. And that just as important. Sydney back out by right in this contest. Steve Johnson wide. Burns, bouncing ball. Shaw overcommitted. Burns kept his feet and goals. 3-point game. Mumford. Maybe tried to be a bit too clever there. Selwood gathered on the go. Caught. McLean having some kind of game. Adam Goods floats it over the top. Jude Bolton to make them pay. Right between the eyes. 9-point lead. Puts it up high. Podsiadly again. Goes. Hawkins back of the pack. Could have proved everyone wrong. Gives it to Ling, who rolls it home. 5-point game.
Against the Cats.
Christensen just got a
he
time.
dived on it.
Parker gets it out. This time Goods spins it around. Splendid.
150 for the quarter.
Yeah. They just locked it in, and so many numbers around the ball, bringing it straight down, making a scrap of it.
McLean, who's had an outstanding day at the office, and it's getting better. Biggest lead of the game. Sydney by 17. Christensen. Podsiadly short. He goes longer. Goal square. Grundy. Hawkins. Not quite. Ball just rolls on the line. Stevie Johnson keeps it in somehow. Bartel. He was crashed and got one too high. 24 minutes gone. Third term. 11-point game. Will eventuate here as well. Kelly. 60-metre bomb. Off the fist of Ted Richards. Grundy. Caught. Had Pryor. Off hands. Menzel! Have not led since the opening term. They're down by 5 points.
Oh boy.
Free kick out of the ruck. Mumford's.
Ottens just grabbed him in the headlock and threw him out of the way. Just prior to that, Mumford ran in and hip and shouldered Ottens and really made a physical statement against him, and I think Ottens was reacting to that. Away.
Hasn't kicked one yet. Shane Mumford. Back to his old home ground. Boos from his old fans. From 30. He squeezed it in. They lead by 11. 10 seconds. White can't mark. Ling from his own player Kelly. White takes control. Gives to Jude. Won't be time enough for a Sydney score. Cameron Ling in the hands of trainers. It's not going to plan for the Cats. And for the Cats.
And Chris Scott starting his work from the boundary line in this quarter.
Final term underway. Adam Goods on cue. Thumps it long. White comes hard. Spanger back of the pack. 17 points to margin. Matner at the same time. Wachinski through some traffic nicely. Cameron Ling. Crowd's eyes light up. Stephen Johnson's got it. Podsiadly's inside 50. Wants it to the square. Hands it back to Ling. Can the captain kick one from 40? Here's a nerve settler. Kick not so good. Misses the target. Alex Johnson.
Now they've got problems. They've got real problems here.
O'Keefe, long.
Got McGlynn on.
Jack looks up. McGlynn. He's had an outstanding day so far. Hands it over the top to Parker. Sidestep goal. 17 points again. Equal biggest lead of the game. Bit of pressure perhaps for Chris Scott. Free kick. Cats ball. Stevie J.
They're the ones Sydney do not want to give away. They've worked so hard. You don't want to give easy shots for
himself. Never. And that'll help them get the mojo back. Play on. Shaw jumps, got a hand on it. Big clearance to win here. And it'll be Rowan to win it. Gets the kick.
Brilliant.
Reid!
Gary Rowan. Fantastic effort. The Cats were about to break away. They had numbers. They just needed one little slick hand pass to clear it. It was Stevie Johnson tried to fire it out. He smothered it, then grabbed the ball and kicked it forward. And this could go, look at that. He just anticipated what was going to happen. They had three numbers around the ball ready to take it away. Huge kick.
It's a full house officially. 25,900 here watching this slide through. And they can watch and weep. Zone of the ball, then gathers. Looks up, Scarlett.
Oh.
Dangerous kick. Oh. It's high and Bartel flies. Can't take the mark. Jude Bolton, he attacked it. Knocks it down. Mumford gives it up. Rowan to the square. White can't chest mark it. Parker, biggest lead of the game. They lead by 21.
Well, Parker again's kicked a couple.
Nearly on the money. 21 points. Menzel. We're about to tick into time on final term, and that's a tough one for Christensen. Takes off.
He's paid a high fend against him.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy.
This will upset a few in the crowd.
Oh, that's it.
And the long run of wins could be over.
Well, we've seen plenty of them paid. in recent seasons, the high fend off.
Difficult ball to grab inside 50. Johnson attacks it. Varco off hands. Hasn't kicked a goal for weeks. And gives them life. 50 all afternoon. Hawkins to Varco. 50 from goal. Looks out wide. Stevie J from the pocket. Centering kick to Ling. Takes the mark with 1 minute and 15 essentially left. It's gone. Cut the margin back to 13 points with 1 minute left. It's been a big moment for the Swans. They've had a massive week as Rowan plucks it. Jared McVeigh has to withdraw. Been a lot of talk about football being put into perspective this week for the Sydney Swans players. The passing of Jared McVeigh's baby daughter. And what a moment for the Sydney Swans, who haven't won here for 12 years. They end the drought, and one of the greatest home streaks in Australian sport is over. After 29 home wins in a row, the Cats go down by 13. 15-9-99 to 12-14-86. A win against the odds that puts the Swans into the finals in 2011.
And it's the sort of performance that justifies their inclusion in the finals and says that they're not just making up the numbers. Their ability to come here and shut down one of the best sides in the competition at their home turf, as you mentioned, where they've won 29 consecutive games. Amazing.